Hi, it's John Evans here from Magnet Forensics, and I'm happy to be here with you today to show you some of the great new features in the latest version of Magnet Review, our collaborative evidence review solution. Review is designed to help you streamline digital evidence review by providing a unified platform to share evidence from all your sources with your investigators and other stakeholders, all in the same case file. And with the latest version of Review, we're delivering another major step forward in our user experience to help users uncover the evidence that matters to their case even faster and easier, and across any combination of evidence sources and artifacts. Let's take a little bit of a look through some of the features. With Review 5.3, we've introduced a new way of viewing evidence, and this is proving to be very powerful. Those of you familiar with Megan Axiom will be familiar with our pioneering all-in-one case approach to digital investigations, which allows you to combine artifacts across your digital sources. That could be mobile devices, computers, IoT devices, vehicles, and cloud services into unified views that can help you quickly see the relationships between them and the story that they tell. Now with Review 5.3, we've brought that experience to your investigators and other reviewing stakeholders with our new cross-evidence views. With cross-evidence views, users can leverage Review's searching, sorting, and filtering tools to see customized and combined views of artifacts across all your sources. They can help you quickly see if and how they're related to provide you even more meaningful context to your reviews. Cross-evidence views includes artifacts imported from Axiom as well as those from third-party tools like XRY and UFED. So I'd like to show you a little bit about how we've woven cross-evidence views into the latest version of Review, starting with the new case dashboard. So this has been completely revamped to take advantage of cross-evidence views and provide you with an even more powerful starting point for your investigations. So first, what you can see on the left-hand side is we now have a quick summary of our case information followed by all of our evidence sources involved in this case. And you can see we have 8 of them here across some different devices. We've got an Android device, we've got a Google Takeout, Google Cloud Return, Facebook Warrant Return, USB drive, and some Twitter information as well as some information from Dropbox. So with those evidence sources, you very quickly see which ones are associated with your case. You can view details very quickly by clicking on any of these buttons, edit the source if you like, and then quickly view the artifacts associated with just that source if you want to, just right out of the gate. We've also provided a way for you to filter by these evidence sources here through a drop down in the filter window. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Next, we've got our artifact category summary, and here we're providing a summary of all of the artifacts that are associated across all of the sources here. So this is a combined view of all the artifacts into relevant categories. And so what you can do here is now very quickly see all of the artifacts in a relevant category across all of your sources or some of your sources. So for example, with that evidence source toggle up here, I could pick a particular source, in this case the Android device, click Find, and now my case dashboard is actually reoriented just show all the artifacts from that source and a summary of those. So that can be very handy. I can click multiple boxes here to combine all the different sources however I might choose. And so with these artifact categories, as you can see, I could go through all my artifacts or I could quick jump to a specific category of artifacts. Makes it really easy. And then finally on the right hand side, we've got some quick filters based on our tagging system. So this can help you quickly navigate to items of interest that either you or another collaborator that's involved in the same case is tagged. Great, so I'd like to take you now through a little bit more of an example of how the new cross-evidence views actually work. So let's take our communication artifacts as an example. So I'm going to go ahead and click through here again. We're viewing all the communication artifacts across all of our evidence sources here. So now on the left-hand side, you can see we've actually also revamped our artifact navigation. And this provides you with a really easy way to see which artifacts you're looking at in the current window, to select or deselect artifacts in that particular category, in this case communications. Or you could jump to other artifacts, or as we'll see in cross-evidence views, actually combine these categories together with click boxes to create some unique views that can provide some really powerful insights into your evidence. But in this case, we've got the communication artifacts here. And this is where cross-evidence views really starts to become very, very interesting. So what we have here is a list of all the communication artifacts across all of our devices. Now these are automatically sorted by date and time. So what this creates is a timeline view of all of the communications associated with this case across all of the different sources. So as an example, you may have a case where a suspect has communicated with somebody in particular across a number of their different devices or services. With this timeline view and these cross-evidence views, now it can actually follow that conversation along as it happens in real time. It can give me some really, really important context that could be vital to helping to solve the case. And again, through here on the left-hand side in my artifact pane, I can click any combination of these services and see the artifacts associated with it. You'll also notice too that we've got handy icons for each of the particular services so that you can immediately understand which artifact from which service you're looking at. So another really, really interesting possibility here, aside from the timelining view, is that we've also got a number of different ways to sort and filter evidence. And so if you combine that with cross-evidence views, there's a lot of different things you could potentially do. An example, you could review data from a warrant return next to data from a mobile phone, so you can compare and contrast the differences between the two. You could track movement locations of a suspect before and after an incident by using a combination of mobile data and something like Burley IV vehicle data as an example. You could identify conversations with same contacts but across different devices. Or you could filter down to a specific date range to find an item of interest within a particular time window across different devices. So we have different sorting tools available, obviously date and time. When you get into column sorting as well, you can sort by author, you can sort by recipient. In the case of communications, there's all kinds of possibilities that this opens up. So next I want to draw your attention to another new feature in Review 5.3, and that's our new preview pane. So then now we've included a preview pane that can provide you with even more high-level details at a glance that can help save you time and effort during your review. Now in this case we have communication thread open, as you can see here on the right-hand side through a preview pane. You can actually view that entire conversation thread here without having to drill down into the particular evidence item. So this can make it really, really easy to follow that conversation, do it immediately at a glance without having to click through anywhere else. You can click through very, very easily, go to that details page, and that'll pull up your full complement of details, as well as give you the ability to tag quickly. But with that preview pane, you can see that conversation without having to do so. It provides really, really, really useful contextual information. And if you scroll down here, you can see that there are more details that are available at a glance as well. And finally, I'd like to draw your attention to another feature that we have, and that's related to our tagging. So we've made some updates to our tagging features to help you better highlight items of interest and special materials. So I'll go ahead and select an item here. And what you'll see is when I select this or multiple items at the same time, I've got some new options that pop out here. One is for add tags, remove tags, and actions. Now if I go to the add tags section, you'll see you can apply any of the pre-configured tags that I have in review. But now I've also got the ability to add a tag on the fly. So where previously I would have to go back into my case information to add a new tag, now I can do it right in an evidence item. Makes it very, very easy for you to add customized tags on the fly. And as well, we've also got some other options in the action button here. You see I'm also able to add comments to one or multiple items, or mark one or multiple items as privileged. So that effectively allows me to now add mark items as privileged in bulk, which can be very, very, very powerful and save you some time when trying to denote those special artifacts in your case. So there you have it. Those are some of the new features that we've got in Review 5.3. We hope you find them as exciting as we do. If you'd like to try those features out for yourself, we're actually now offering a free early access trial of Review. If you navigate to magnetreview.com, you can sign up for an account and get started there. If you'd like to learn more about Magnet Review, please visit our website at Magnet Review at magnetforensics.com. Thanks very much for your time, and I hope to talk to you soon.